Okay, today we're taking a look at an 80% furnace heat exchanger. On this furnace, I've removed the burner assembly and the draft inducer fan to give you a better view of the inside and outside of the heat exchanger. Let's take a closer look. So here's the front of the furnace. Again, I've removed the guts. So you can see down inside the heat exchanger here, the holes on the bottom is where the flame enters the heat exchanger here at the bottom. So when your burner tubes ignite, that's where the flame goes. The bottom of the heat exchanger here. This is an 80% furnace, so there's just one heat exchanger. Whereas in a high efficiency furnace, you'll have a primary and secondary heat exchanger. This hole here, that is where the exhaust gases come out of the heat exchanger through the draft inducer fan and then out the flue or the exhaust pipe. This unit we're looking at right now is 30 years old. Now let's look at the heat exchanger itself on the other side here. You can see what it looks like. So when the blower motor is running, it will blow air up through this heat exchanger, and the heat inside the heat exchanger that heat energy gets transferred to the air blowing across the heat exchanger. And then that warm air now gets distributed throughout your house through the supply vents.
Wow.
It's important to inspect heat exchangers because if they crack, that crack will allow carbon monoxide into the airstream that's going into your house and out your supply registers, and that is obviously very dangerous. So don't ignore or neglect your furnace maintenance. And remember to inspect and test your carbon monoxide alarm. Replace the batteries when needed. I hope this gives you a better understanding of what a heat exchanger is and how it works. So again, the flue gases and the indoor air should never mix or come in contact with each other. Again, the hot flue gases go through the inside of the heat exchanger. The cold air is drawn into the furnace through your return plenum, and that cold air goes up through the heat exchanger via the blower. And then the heat from the heat exchanger warms up that air and then warms up your house. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching.